What's up, my people? Welcome back to Enter the Mind. Yeah, it's me. I'm back. And I'm sorry that I've been using this room, but I haven't really got no feedback if this is a good camera view, good angle, or what. Well, I think one person said it was actually pretty good. And so my son's in town, so I'm trying to let him have his room, plus he can hang out in the living room. I mean, he's got his girlfriend here and shit like that too, so. Yeah, this is gonna be episode, I believe, 5 of Into the Maya, the dream state. Welcome to Henry's Dream, my reality TV show. Yes. Okay. So, like I said, I was gonna do some things with my son so y'all could get his perspective on my spiritual awakening, because he was able to see it through me, right? And so before I get into any stories with him, I might as well tell you the story about me and his mother. Interesting. I actually married her. The only woman I've ever married in my life. Been married once, and it was with her. And funny thing is, we stayed married all the way up until like 3 years ago or something like that. So we stayed married for like 16 years. We were only together for less than a year. And so yeah. So how I met my baby mama, ex-wife, I was selling cocaine. So I know the last episode you heard me selling crack, right? Ooh, yeah. Well, I've upgraded to cocaine. More of the, you don't have to be on the block type situation. You know what I'm saying? And so she was messing with one of my homeboys. Like, they were just like fucking around or whatever. Like, they weren't like serious or nothing. And he introduced her to me because I was selling the coke, you know what I'm saying? So I would just sell her wholesale shit. Like, she would buy like half ounces, you know what I'm saying? Like, nothing like major. We ain't talking keys here or nothing, but she was selling enough to, work the club that she was in. She was a stripper. And so after getting introduced to her through the game, and every time I pretty much would see her, she was with my homeboy. And so this one night we went to this bar or whatever. And she was hawking me like crazy. Like, I could tell, like, you just get those vibes, like, yo, she's feeling you, Brian. But you know what I'm saying? Bros before those, And so you just can't get down like that. Well, she was like, hey, yo, you want to go do a bump? And I was like, oh, yeah, sure, I'll go do a bump with you. And we went in the car and did a couple bumps. And next thing you know, he came running out like, oh, yo, what y'all doing together? I was like, oh, man, we were just in it. Whatever. Just chilling. He's like, all right. And so them two get into an argument or whatever. So they take off. I take off. Go back to my place. Well, they show up at my crib. And when they came back to my crib, I was awake and I was in my room. And so they both came to my room. And so me and her are getting down on like some NBA jams or some shit, you know what I'm saying? And he falls asleep. And so I go to the living room and she follows me there, right? And she's all like trying to kiss on me and stuff. And I'm like, yo, hold on, let's wait up on this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to tell my homeboy what's up before I can mess with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I was being G about it. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't trying to overstep no boundaries. And, well, he just happens to wake up and I'm sitting on the recliner. So she's sitting in front of me. So I guess when he thought she walked in, that she was giving me, but she wasn't. We were just talking. And it was just the way we positioned, how it could be assumed that way. You know what I'm saying? And so he got all pissed off and he left. But then he came back later or whatever. So we made amends. I was like, yo, bro, it's not, I didn't mess with her. Like, I just kept it real with him. You know what I'm saying? I was like, and I kept it real with her. And so me and her just like selling all kind of drugs. You know what I'm saying? We had a really bad acid trip at the time too. That's a whole nother story though. And So she got pregnant with my son, right? Of course. And when she got pregnant with my son, she said, hey, yo, let's move to Dallas. Because, okay, like I'm in Houston, so Dallas is like the next largest city north of us. And she had family out there. She's like, hey, let's move to Dallas and stuff, right? And I'm like, all right, bet, let's go to Dallas. I'll stop selling dope and shit. So we got out there, started, we lived in Dallas. I became first I started working for a Marriott or whatever, night audit. Then I got into bartending, which was cool, you know what I'm saying? Because then I got to meet, like one time I worked at this Renaissance downtown Dallas, and they had a BET award, so I got to meet like all these major rappers. And then I had my Go Grill too, so I was like, yo, what's up? I made like over two grand in tips that night. It was pretty legit night. So yeah, so we had my son or whatever, and then she kind of fell into like I think I say postpartum depression, but then also at that time I wasn't the best boyfriend, you know what I'm saying? I didn't really know how to love. I was still learning through these experiences, so I can't say her or me, whatever. I mean, we were both just, you know what I'm saying, not right, you know what I'm saying, and lashing out at each other from our own traumas and bullshit, you know what I'm saying? And so then she was like, yo, I'm moving back to Houston. And I was like, all right. And so I tried to stay in Dallas for like 3 months, but I couldn't. She took my son away, you know what I'm saying? So when she took my son away, I freaking was kind of being out there doing my own thing, going to clubs out in Dallas or whatever, hanging out. And then after 3 months, I was just like, yo, I can't do this. And so then I came back to Houston. I was getting my son every weekend. Well, in this time, I'll get a call from one of my friends. And they're like, hey, yo, because I already married her and we had a child. One of my friends calls me and they see her with my ex-homeboy, the one that I kind of took her from, I guess you could say. So I guess karma's a bitch, even though I thought I did it G, you know what I'm saying? I thought I did it the way to like not disrespect nobody, but I guess it's the way somebody feels about the situation. I guess he was kind of butthurt. And so when I found that out, yo, I called his ass up and I was like, yo, motherfucker, bro, you fucking around with my son and my wife? Because we were still married. And he was like, bro, you did me for that. Like, you know what, fuck you. You know, he was like, fuck you too, blah, 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 blah. And we told each other, the next time we see each other, one of us ain't walking away, bro. That's how pissed I was at the time, or how like, oh, enraged. And then, but now that same dude is like he's the one that really helped me on my spiritual journey, which is crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like he showed me the secret, which I'll get into that later. But so I was getting my son every weekend from her dad, right? And I was like, I messaged her finally. I was like, yo, why am I getting our son from your dad every weekend? She's like, oh, well, while I'm in school, I'm going to be, my dad's going to raise him. And I was like hell he is. I went to pick my son up that weekend and never took his ass back. And I still got him. The boy went to college, played football, I coached him in football. Like, good kid. And y'all get to meet him. But, so back to the story. So that's how I got my son. And then, back to my buddy show. Years later down the road, I got into Christianity, right? I became a real big Christian. So I was working for FedEx at the time. And this is just a bonus feature. I'll tell you how me and my buddy reconnected. And and I worked the north side of Houston, like right by downtown, pretty close to downtown. And I see this dude walking down the road. He just got out of prison, right? And so I saw him. I was like, damn, was that Chris? And they're like, yeah, I think so. So I made a loop, came back around. I saw him, pulled up in the parking lot. When he saw me, I was like, man, I don't know what he's going to think, you know what I'm saying? And when I asked him, I said, man, what'd you think when you first saw me? He's like, well, man, he's at work, so I don't think he's going to shoot me. Which is kind of funny. So when I saw him, I hugged him, fucking embraced him. I was like, yo, bro, I let all that shit go. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's bullshit. You know what I'm saying? It's been years now. And it's like, nah, we got to let it go. Well, later on, like a couple months later, man, this dude introduced me to the the documentary The Secret. And I was already kind of like waking up. I was already starting to pull away from religion because I was like reading the Bible myself and going to church. And I was like, what the fuck is going on here? You know what I'm saying? And so, but yeah, he showed me The Secret. And man, it changed my life forever. I started going down all kind of rabbit roads. Like when I watched The Secret, I was like, this is what Jesus was trying to teach. He was teaching energy. You know what I'm saying? He was teaching thoughts, spellings, like, man, everything, the words we speak. I mean, like, it just, everything came to light to me. You know what I mean? Now, I didn't get it all because I'm still, because you're always, what you don't know, what you don't know. You know what I'm saying? You're always learning. The man that thinks he knows everything is a fool because there's so much expansion. You know what I'm saying? That's possible. And so, like, the spiritual aspect I get from this, man, is like, even though sometimes, like, because I think we come down in spiritual groups, I'm not sure. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that can always be up for debate. But we always hear that, you know what I'm saying? You come in with your spiritual group or your clan, you know, your tribe. And he definitely has to be part of my tribe. And so, like, even some people in the past that might seem like they were stumbling blocks or people that were in your way or people that you even just allow situations to get the best of you internally and you outwardly project all this negativity. Sometimes those people can come right back into your life, man, and give you the fucking keys that you exactly needed for that catalyst, that moment of just boom, understanding. You know what I mean? And so we can never really, what's the best way to say this? We can never really, everybody comes into our lives for a reason, like every person, you know what I'm saying? And it's up to us to like, some people come in just to reflect things to us. Some people come to teach us, you know what I'm saying? I guess it's all really teaching. But, you know, don't ever put it past anybody that can freaking get, even somebody that you thought is like, oh, your enemy or whatever. They could give you something that will light a catalyst or a fire under your ass to where you're just like, whoa, what the fuck is that? You know what I'm saying? Like, it just make you see from a whole new perspective. Shout out Chris Z. Love you, boy. Yeah, man, like, and we're still homeboys today. We still chop it up and we still iron sharpens iron, you know what I'm saying? Like, we don't talk enough, but every time we talk, we're like, bro, we need to talk some more. We need to, man, because we start stimulating each other's mind, you know what I'm saying? It starts, like, wanting to put action to our lives. And so, it's a good thing, bro. And ladies and gentlemen, you know what I'm saying? But, yeah, so that is my little introduction to how my son was created. You know, but yeah, so y'all give me some feedback. Do y'all like this little room situation, you know what I'm saying, like off my phone? Or do y'all like it better in front of my fireplace? Y'all let me know. Subscribe, like, share, all that good stuff. All right, people. Namaste. Love y'all.